Noah Houlihan here to talk to you about the Buttress pillow. But before we do, I gotta tell you about some upcoming shows. Yes, please join us at ZenkaiCon. ZenkaiCon is May 4th through the 6th at the Lancaster Convention Center in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Plus Two Comedy will be there doing stand-up comedy and Game the Gamer. So for more information, go to ZenkaiCon.com. We are also returning to Wizard World Philadelphia. Wizard World Philadelphia runs May 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th in the Philadelphia Convention Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. That's why they call it Wizard World Philly. It's a great time, so please come see us at Wizard World, but we won't be there the last day. If you want to see us on May 20th, well then you have to go to the Castle Point Anime Convention at the Meadowlands Convention Center. Yes, we will be there. We'll be doing 3 panels and we'll be doing cosplay pro wrestling. So please come see us at the Castle Point Anime Convention. For more information, go to castlepointanime.com. I'm also happy to announce for the first time, at least here on the podcast, that we will be returning for cosplay pro wrestling at Anime Next. Anime Next is June 6th. No, it's not. June 8th. Through the 10th in Atlantic City, New Jersey. So come see the grappling styles of Giovanni. He's got some dirty tricks up his sleeve this year at Anime Next. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, hi, thank you so much for watching this on YouTube. If you're listening to this audio only, you may want to check out the video for this one because our guest this week is the creator of the Buttress pillow. Yeah, you might have seen him on the Joel McHale show with Joel McHale. The Buttress pillow actually appears live on the Plus Two Comedy podcast, and if you want to see us play with it, you got to check out the YouTube. It's especially good. Now, without any further ado, take it away.
Who's ready for a podcast?
Ooh.
Nice try, guys. I appreciate the attempt. Who's here to do other things, currently being annoyed by a podcast? We're closer to some of those people tonight. This is the Plus Two Comedy Podcast, coming to you live from Gamers Vault. That's 175 Route 70 in Medford, New Jersey. I'm your host, as always, TV's Noah Houlihan, and I am joined, as always, by the Tina to my Louise, Mr. Will Liam. How you doing, Will?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm distracted.
Doing unbelievably
Yeah.
well today as well. Our guest this week is the creator of the Buttress pillow, which was successfully funded on Kickstarter. Please give it up for Jai. Jai, I already forgot your last name, and
I'm Jai Guo. Jai Guo.
Sorry, Jai Guo. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
So, you invented this amazing pillow, which I have not touched since it's come out. I was waiting to do it live on the show.
I know, and I said this right before we went live. I feel weird because it looks so real. I would like consent from the pillow to touch the pillow.
Silence means yes.
That's not a stance that I like.
With pillows.
All right, that's fine.
I forgot when I booked this that you say the word pillow weird, so now I'm doubly excited.
Do I say pillow weird?
Yes, you do. You say pillow.
Oh, no.
So, Jai, how did you come up with
You
this
keep
idea?
reaching for it.
No,
Like,
Just touch it, man. Just. Well, I was chilling with my girlfriend one night, and I had to go home because of a little bit of family issue, and then I was trying to go to sleep, but then I missed her and her magnificent booty.
Understandable.
I thought it would be so much easier to go to sleep if I had my hand gently, tenderly rested on her big old butt.
Okay.
And then
I don't really wish she was here, but if her butt was here.
it's the second choice. Definitely.
So
It's better than nothing.
Yes, it's better than living alone. So that you had the idea to create.
The buttress was conceived, yes,
Okay.
at that moment.
So this was on Kickstarter.
Yep, that's right.
How much did you need to raise?
Well, I needed to raise $15,000. I raised a total of $17,500, and now we're almost at $35,000 after that. So apparently people like butts, and I'm good at making them, I guess.
I mean, I don't want to give away all your secrets, but how did you make this?
There's secrets for a reason, Noah. No, I'm just kidding.
Is there a master mold butt that this
is
is
what I wanna
based
know.
off of?
There is. I was inspired by my girlfriend.
So is
And
this?
I was also inspired by butts that I appreciate, like on TV and stuff.
So is this like an amalgamation of all the greatest butts in the world?
It
to
is the
create-
universal butt.
It is the universal butt.
I was trying to think of it. Isn't there an X-Men that's a bunch of people? Ian, isn't there an X-Men that's a bunch of people's powers? Or am I thinking of Deadpool from that crappy Wolverine movie? What? Oh, Legion. This is
I
the
think
Legion
so.
of Butts.
The Legion of Butts. Oh, that sounds like a cool brigade I'd like to be a part of. Legion of Butts. We'll pass that over to me.
All right,
All right. So
there you go.
I would suggest burying your face in it. Deeply.
should it be facing me this way?
Of course, dude.
Apparently, I'm an idiot.
Nice.
You warm up.
This is. Oh, he's touched the butt with both. I realize we do an audio podcast.
Yeah.
Don't-
It does. It feels like a butt.
Look, don't be shy. Just
I'm a little shy.
It's tough.
I'm very
It's.
shy.
I think it's a testament to the realism of the butt you've constructed that we, as decent people, are like, I don't want to just grab this butt,
yeah, but there's no body and there's no head. You know.
but it's still a magnificent, realistic butt.
Nice butt.
You're right. Well, I thank you for respect.
Like I want to
Here's
watch
the butt you brought me.
Stranger Things with the butt first, and then we'll move into touching.
You're right. You should probably talk to it and get to know it for a while. Take it on a couple dates, maybe. Squeeze it. Just
Look,
squeeze.
I've completely I'm completely flustered. Because I saw I watched the video of and
Take your
I
time.
saw that you were on the Joel McHale show. I need to talk into the microphone
Yeah.
for this to work.
You've lost all professionalism.
Yes. I saw this originally on the Joel McHale show. Did you know that was happening? Like, did anyone contact you and were like, "Yo, we're gonna make you the clip of the week"?
No, I have no idea that any of this happened. We got featured on the Chive. We got featured on 9gag to got 1.7 million views. We got featured on LAD Bible. Now it's got like 7 million views. And apparently, people like butts.
People like butts.
Well,
That's
yeah.
that's really going to be the takeaway to this is that people like butts. So it was just randomly people were like, "Yo, did you know you were on Joel McHale?"
Yeah, that's exactly what happened, actually. I started getting all these subscribers, and then I was like, what's going on here? And then one of my friends said, I just saw you on Joel McHale show.
Yeah, because that's what I did. Like, I saw you on Joel McHale, and I was like, let me look up this Buttress thing. Hey, he's local. Maybe he'll bring that butt on my podcast.
See, you just
And here we are.
without noticing,
Here
you just
we are.
you're slapping it repeatedly now.
Yes.
Do you see this? Before he was all shy, and now
It's nice. It feels like it doesn't make the noise
it does not until
until
You
Ooh,
get-
until.
the yoga pants do make it a little different. Like if you hear my video, you get a nice slap out of it.
yeah,
Really do.
yeah.
Have
I
you
did.
you saw that, right?
Yes, I did.
Good.
And you said that this pillow was good for cuddlers.
It's basically the new adult teddy bear.
Okay.
So I just love the thing. I love having it around. I don't have to sleep on it every night. It's just nice to have two
Now, in your
buttresses.
video, you
next-
claim that you do.
Oh, of course, I love it. Yes, next to my bed every night. I'm not gonna sleep on it every night because sometimes I want to like roll over. You know, I'm not like a weirdo. You know what I mean? I'm not telling people to sleep on it every night. I'm saying that if it's on your bed right next to you, you have options, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So have you seen what happened on the Joel McHale show?
Yeah, of course I did.
Okay.
It was the One Piece man, right? And he was a Buttress, a human Buttress.
Yes, he was. I love the words that are just being said on the show. All right, so
I
I'm
thought you said One Punch Man at first, and that made me very excited. Not that I don't like
love
One
that.
Piece Man.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Noah's resting his head, chin
Take off your-
between cheeks.
Try taking off your glasses and
all right.
He's
right.
gonna
And
he's
then-
gonna fall asleep.
right in there. Just settle and then relax.
no, his-
just like a massage chair.
glasses
you know,
off.
A massage Yes.
Face first.
Now rub in vigorously.
It smells a little
How many other
funny.
people have rubbed in vigorously to this pillow?
Nobody. Okay, this is a new pillow.
Oh,
Okay?
I don't like.
Let me
how
be
long
clear,
It took you to
okay?
say that.
It is
This is not a
it is
sex toy,
unbelievably
okay?
comfortable.
That is not my worry.
Thank
I
you,
just worried
thank you.
other people's faces.
No. This is a brand new sample right from the warehouse.
All right,
and
all right.
right now we're gonna move into full production. We're gonna have 1,000 buttresses coming in about 2 months. So
Now, if I were you, I would have a dream of filling a vault, a Scrooge McDuck butt vault, and then diving into it.
dude, I have. I'm gonna get one of my best friends to. I'm gonna have like maybe like 40 or 50 of buttresses, like all in their yoga pants, all different colors, just in a big pile, and then she's just gonna be right in the middle, right, and then surrounded by these beautiful butts, and that's marketing, folks.
All right.
So it's way more comfortable than I expected it to be.
Yeah.
I endorse this product.
I am very passionate about this product. Look, I love butts, right?
Yeah, you covered that.
Wait, what?
And I will never give them a bad name, okay? I will never. This is going to be
Nobody's
the
trying
best.
to badmouth
hi-
your butt.
Oh,
No.
I'm just trying to plug, you know. This is the highest quality buttress butt pillow you'll ever feel, because I made sure, and I checked the manufacturers. This is the third time they come around. I rejected the other two:
What was wrong with them?
density, shape, and also overall quality. Look at how smooth that one is, right? Before it was had like more blemishes and stuff like
Yeah.
that, but I
Nothing
think I'm
worse than an
satisfied with this
imperfect
one.
butt.
So was there any actual like pillow testing? Like, is this
Of course.
good for my neck?
Well, I mean, I slept on it a lot,
Okay.
and my friends slept on it a lot, and my girlfriend slept on it a lot, and they all loved it.
That's got to be a weird.
Yeah, so your girlfriend slept on her
I wonder
own
what
butt?
it's like to
No,
sleep
it's
on
not
my
her
own butt. Well,
She
it's
inspired me. She was the first one I showed.
See now we're in real dangerous territory because it's like this is an inspiration, can be improved.
like, look, I've made your butt perfect.
She knows I like her butt.
I'm like the reanimator of butts.
It came back wrong. This is why you shouldn't bury butts in the old pet cemetery.
That's a whole different movie.
I know. I was trying to get more in.
More horror movies about butts.
I don't know, man. I'm flustered. There's a hair on this butt.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
Oh, great. There you go. I got it.
Nice. You can just touch it, man. You don't have to make excuses.
That's what I keep
you know?
doing. I haven't stopped since you brought it over to me. So I'm guessing you've already taken like pre-sales and stuff?
Yeah, the Kickstarter was all pre-sales, pretty much, and also the Indiegogo too. It's funding there now.
Oh, okay, cool. So like all the rewards were getting the pillow. There wasn't any like crazy get one signed by the creator.
Oh, there was the super epic Buttrissimus Maximus, which no one bought, but it was $6,900, and it was the butt of the size of a bed/couch.
But you know you could make that if you wanted to.
If someone paid me $6,900, I could make it. Yeah.
Now, is that a number you chose, or is that just happened to end up being the price of a butt bed?
Yeah, is that just happened to be a hilarious
69
number?
has always been my number, really. It's not nothing sexual. It's I see it as like a
Every
Taoist
time you
symbol,
say that,
know?
it loses its meaning a little bit more.
You're right, but it's like you know how like some things are taboo, kind of like a butt, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just
Yeah.
a part. It's just a number. It's just a part of the body.
How is a butt
an
a
arm,
number?
A leg. You know what I
What
mean?
a number.
So is 69. You know what I mean? It's not just a dirty thing. It's something. It's just a regular number. We just have to accept it as it is. It's natural. It's beautiful. I'm talking about the buttress now and the butt. It's natural. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. It's not something dirty. It's something to be appreciated.
No one has insinuated that it's dirty, and yet you are so defensive of it.
A lot of people haven't.
I'm sure a lot of people.
Yeah, have you been getting complaints? Like, have people like been upset that you've dedicated so much time to creating this?
No, everybody was very cool about it. And I expected that completely because I know people are cool in general, honestly. Like, girls have been like, oh, my boyfriend's never gonna, touch me after he gets a buttress pillow, but those people weren't actually mad or, like, being...
Yeah.
They were being funny. They were being cool, you know what I mean?
I mean, I might be like, if my partner got this pillow, I might be like, you never slept on my butt.
I'll get... This is a woman's butt, though, so you have bigger
Is it?
problems than that, probably.
I've seen men with similar butt types.
Well, I mean, I've worked on this a lot. I've done a lot of research here.
I'd imagine.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, a man's butt is more angular in a way, and you see how like the butt comes out right here. On the
I do.
side?
I see that. Yeah.
That's more womanly, right?
Mhm.
Without this like nice like fat area right here on the
Yeah.
sides, it would look more like a man's. But
I get it.
yeah. Thank you. Okay. But I worked very hard to make sure the first one's a woman, then the man, and then celebrity butts, and then custom butts,
Ooh,
and then
you could
massage
do one of
butts.
mine and just have it be concave.
Yeah, wait,
Just
I
go. There you go. There it is.
There's
Perfect.
the Will Liam model.
Custom butts will
Put
come out
bones,
soon. Don't worry.
uncomfortable bones in it.
Oh man.
Great. So when will these be available?
Summertime this year.
Sometime this
Oh,
year.
yes,
Wow,
That's a
right,
good
yep.
time for butts.
that's impressive. When, our Kickstarter ended when? October?
Yeah.
And we haven't delivered anything. We're working on it. We haven't delivered anything. We're working on it, but that's impressive. It's really impressive.
Thank you. I try very hard. And it's all for butts.
Is this your full-time job now?
No, I have a day job, and I'm also a contractor, and
Okay.
and I do this every chance I can at night because I have to communicate with all the factories and stuff like that. It's actually
Gotcha.
a pain in the butt.
Nice.
Gotcha.
Are you as defensive about the if you're hanging drywall, you're like, it's not dirty.
Drywall.
It's just drywall.
You need it to
No,
build a
no.
house.
I'm not as passionate about walls. And by contractor, I didn't mean I put up walls and stuff.
Okay.
I do freelance work, stuff like that.
Okay, cool. So, where can we find more information about this?
You guys can go to www.thebutresspillow Buttress buttress.pillow.com. There you'll find our video. You can also check out online LAD Bible. They recently put out an awesome video.
I don't know what
great.
that is.
It's
Yeah.
one of those viral pages on Facebook. It got a lot of likes.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
they have,
like,
20 million.
I
likes or
effing
something
love
like that.
science and all
Yeah,
that.
something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, and
I gotcha.
a viral thread and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. Now, is it buttress like a structure, or is that the title? Like, this is a royal butt. It's the buttress. Is it
Exactly. Thank you for saying that, man.
Oh,
Basically, buttress actually means a support in construction and things like that,
Oh.
or support or something to hold something up. It has the word butt in it.
It does.
It does.
It has the word tris in it, which gives it a tint of royalty.
okay.
And it's a
So
very
it's
clean
both.
butt, like a princess's butt, not like a stinky butt. You know what I mean? It's like a very clean, royal, elegant butt.
I
And,
thought it was a mix of butt and mattress.
Oh,
It's not
there's
bad
an
either.
option.
It's not bad either. But that's just uneducated, though.
You didn't assume that this butt was royalty.
I'm sorry. I'll just go.
Hey. I
It
get
is
it.
awesome. It really is. It does. Feel
Let me just.
it-
I'll just put it
yeah,
down.
it
Let me
needs to
just.
put it here. It does need a pillowcase.
It does. Yoga pant pillowcase, a permanent one underneath, and the removable yoga pant pillowcase. You can wash it and stuff like that. You can also put any sort of pants on there. That'll fit on there. It's a big butt, guys. And you can also put undies on there. And you can...
What's you said? Any
Yeah, I was
size?
asking what size it was before we started.
The undies would be a medium, but I'm not sure about the pants, because if it's not stretchy, it's going to be hard to get on that butt.
Yeah.
Less
yeah.
I don't want to lie down on a jean butt
You're
as
right,
much as
you're right.
a yoga butt.
I agree with you. Sometimes you can put pajamas on there.
Huh?
Pajamas. That sounds nice. That's nice.
But you could just take it into the store and take it into the fitting room.
Yeah.
We're working on partnerships with Kohl's. Butt clothing is going to be the next thing.
You should take this on Shark Tank, is what you should do.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
that's
yes, you should.
that's probably going to be in a year or so. Hopefully, we still have so much work to do, and we gotta. This is just a test run, you know. We're trying our best right here, but nothing's for sure. We gotta keep that mentality, you know what I
Well,
mean?
if you ever
Can't
need like hype men,
Think too far.
I'm just
Hey,
saying, celebrity
yeah.
endorsements, and things like that. I'd love
Maybe
to
I'll
do
make a copy of your butt, the Noah butt.
Ooh.
I would be so honored.
I'd give you 1% of the sales.
Oh man, what's 10% of nothing?
It's
But I bet this would. But I bet.
Ah.
It's so
oh,
funny.
nice.
I bet it would sell very well at conventions. So I could
Yeah.
definitely
Oh, yeah.
see you setting up in the dealer's room.
Yeah, you could set up different costume pants.
Yeah, I could.
And it's just simple like black yoga pants and then the gold and red belt. And you got yourself a Black Widow butt.
You're right. Man.
You keep saying it's a woman's butt. I bet if you put purple shorts on there, people would buy it.
Yeah, I agree.
Not have it be a Hulk butt.
Yeah, you're right. Hulk butt would be
I
scary.
don't think I'd buy it as a Hulk butt.
Yeah, definitely not.
I could buy it as a man's butt. But
Yeah,
not as- the Incredible Hulk rips his jeans.
Yeah, but I imagine Bruce Banner has a small butt.
Yeah, but we're talking about the Hulk.
Yeah, the Hulk. Yeah, you
Oh,
can't.
all right.
And the
Oh,
clenching power of that thing.
Am I making sure he's not angry? Is that the plan? Make sure you spend a lot of time with your Bruce Banner Buttress. I love alliteration. You won't like it when it's angry.
You could put like a emergency raft in it and then pull it and then it'll expand into the Hulk butt.
That'd be cool. It could also be like a mood butt too, like, you know what I mean?
Ooh.
It feels like the mood of your face.
Yeah.
Kind of like mood rings, but like with the Hulk. You know what I mean?
That's a good idea. What else could we do with this? Can we make it a fish tank? I'm always a big fan of that.
A water
the
butt.
possibilities
A water
are
butt,
endless.
yeah.
I think.
That's a good idea. This is just $1 million ideas. we're just
Customer
letting you have.
service. My water butt's leaking.
Somehow we do have to move on.
You'll have yours soon, Noah. You'll have yours
Because
soon.
we like to geek out on this show, and we do it the same called What You Watching, What You Reading, What You Playing. It's where we talk about what we're watching, what we're reading, what we're playing. Jai, you're new to the group. What have you been watching?
Well, I've been watching, I guess, Arrested Development in The Office again, which has been
That's fine,
a
yeah.
real good trip, honestly, with my sister actually. So like it's like the first time she's seeing it actually. So
Okay.
it's been a really good journey, and
Yeah.
through that whole thing again, and also I've been reading
Well,
something called
don't,
the.
don't go into reading yet. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone's going to get a turn.
Okay.
But yeah, Office, I've never seen all of it, so I'm finishing up The Office right now.
Dude.
And Arrested Development, so good.
It is, yeah. I'm getting through it right now. I'm on season 2.
Yeah.
Really good.
It's a shame that the last season's not great, but it's that show is amazing. And
There's no way if they were still filming that the Buttress would not end up on Arrested Development.
You're right.
That's
They have a lot of
definitely
guest stars.
throwaway joke they would do.
oh, exactly. Yeah. Could you make a never nude version?
That's perfect. Yeah.
my buttress is a never nude. It's tough. It's not as comfortable.
No, it wouldn't be.
How about you, Will?
I'm just watching this butt.
Just watching this butt?
I checked. I just wanted to talk about it to vent, but I watched The Hateful Eight.
Oh, the Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah,
movie.
that's a terrible movie.
I heard it's a rough watch.
Well, everybody on my Facebook feed when it came out was like, "This movie's great," but I didn't like the Star Wars movie. I liked Hateful Eight. Yeah, they were trying to be
Why would you even make that comparison?
because the people that pretend to like Quentin Tarantino movies are like movie hipsters, and they got to be
Okay.
different. But yeah,
have you seen The Hateful Eight?
I
Jim?
have, and I think the first time I saw it, I don't really remember. You know what I mean?
it's because it's
um,
boring.
Yeah, that and a couple other reasons, but
Oh,
but
was
I
it
think
the racism?
No, there
Was it the snuff? There's a lot of problems with this movie.
No, it was probably something to do with me, cause I was
What is happening?
I don't know
Okay.
what you're trying to imply.
Never mind. I like
you
the
were
movie.
ill?
I like the movie.
No,
I
no, it's
remember
fine
it
to not like
perfectly.
it. I don't like it either. I just am not sure why you didn't.
I just
like
do not remember it too well.
Were you with a lady?
No,
it. Were
kind
you with a
of,
butt pillow?
Her, God, I don't know. We should lay down the ground rules for this stream
gotcha.
before.
All
Yeah,
right.
thank you,
All
thank
right,
you.
all right,
Oh God,
all right.
thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
You were with
yes.
your lady Mary.
Yes, that's right. That's
Gotcha.
right. Okay.
Gotcha.
Thank you so much. I didn't want to say anything
I'm
else.
very smart. So you didn't care for it, huh?
Is that what that noise was?
Yes, it was.
You got to work on your technique, my man.
I was trying to hide it from the camera. I didn't know.
So you're
what
just
I
like,
was-
oh, that's some kind kush.
Okay, you should.
Cushion.
I would have said it right away
For
if
the
we
pushing.
could say it here.
With a pushing. Will, talk about the Hateful Eight.
I listed all the problems. It's and now I can't remember the lady that writes the mystery novels. Agatha Christie, but if they did a snuff porn parody of Murder on the Orient Express.
That doesn't sound good.
No, it's
That
not
does
good.
Not sound good.
And also, it's racist.
Ah, I could see how that could be a problem.
Yeah. So Quentin Tarantino. It's no good.
Noted. I fell down a YouTube hole,
Ooh.
and I've been watching a show called This Exists, and it just talks about like little weird things that exist. They did a whole episode about which I know it's called This Exists. The episode I saw was about how things that didn't exist. It was about songs that made the top charts that weren't real, that somehow like snuck onto the charts.
When you say aren't like they just it was
They
just
don't
an-
exist. They're-
How-
They just that no one knows why it's on there, and it was pretty cool. They talk, like did a whole thing about paper
like the guy
towns.
doing the list was just slurping on that bud and
no.
wrote the wrong name.
It was just like little anomalies that happen. There was a big thing about Our Place, the big April Fool's joke from a few years ago, where you could add one colored pixel to a million canvas, and how you had to work together to make paintings. It was super interesting. I highly recommend This Exists. I don't think they're updating anymore based on what I was seeing. But like,
So this doesn't exist.
there's this thing called Simpsons Wave, which is a repeating gift of a Simpsons clip with like a purple haze over it with like weird music in the background that was meant to be a parody of a type of music called vaporwave, but they did the parody so much that it just became its own form of music.
Just Simpsons way.
Simpsons Wave, like stuff like that. It was really cool. I highly recommend this show. You'll learn some stuff.
How'd you find all that?
YouTube hole.
Wow.
I let it autoplay for a while, and I learned some things. That's my life. Jai, you reading anything good?
Yeah, I've actually been listening to audiobooks. I
Okay,
can't
cool.
read, but no, I'm just kidding. I can read. I just don't like to read. I've been reading the Stormlight Archives. Have you ever heard of that?
Stormlight Archive.
It's like a huge, like 5-series book. It's all about like this like other world and stuff like this, like sci-fi, fantasy and stuff. It's been great. They got like a huge following online actually.
Yeah.
They have like 4.5 stars on like Audible, like thousands of people. It's amazing. I've gotten sucked into that. Every time I'm like folding my clothes, just be listening to that. And it's got good lessons. It's really creative. It's great. I recommend that.
How long are they?
How long ago?
Yeah. How long are they?
There's 16 hours each book, 5 books, and 2 of them are yet to come out. So
Oh, okay. Cool. I have to check those out.
Definitely,
I need a
dude.
good new audiobook. I haven't listened to something good.
I love audiobooks.
Yep.
Yeah.
This
So
is how
good.
I consume books.
Yeah. I don't have time to read. It's very difficult. It's very difficult to read something. Will?
I read a book called, I believe it was called Lost Worlds, not the Jurassic Park one, but a book.
Different Lost World.
Yeah,
There's a
well,
bunch of Lost Worlds.
There are. Well, it's a book about like lost continents, like Atlantis, and then a bunch that you haven't heard of because no one has.
There's no one else knows. Yeah.
And the Hollow Earth, which is my favorite
Ooh.
theory.
Okay.
The Earth is hollow, and there's another Earth on the inside.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like King Kong, right?
Yeah. It's usually pretty prehistoric and like colonially racist, but because it's a 19th century science theory.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they talk about there was another continent like Atlantis in the Pacific, and they called it Lemuria because of a dude that was studying fossils he was finding, lemur fossils that were in Madagascar and in India, and it was before they knew about continental drift, so he thought there was a land bridge.
Okay.
And because of the lemurs, he named it Lemuria.
So it's just the lore of something that a scientist...
Yeah, an actual scientist said this, and then like 20 years later, they're like, "Oh, the continent's drifting." He's like, "Oh, so my thing was wrong." And there was hundreds of people like, "Well, we already have a whole religion, so we're just gonna ignore you."
But the lemur...
And then like Hitler was all about Lemuria.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's really interesting.
because it's
That
some
is.
bones the guy found.
Oh,
It's just madness.
that sounds like a really good episode of This Exists.
Yeah.
Check that out. Yeah, I guess I never really thought about it. That there are times where just a discovery shows up that's like, oh, by the way, we've been wrong for centuries.
Mm-hmm.
You have to change your whole belief system.
Yeah, and people just don't want us. So.
I know. I'm not learning a whole new thing. Makes sense. I've been reading Between the Laughs because we had Gary on the show, and he had a book. It's basically a bunch of comedians and their thoughts on comedy. And I'm a stand-up comedian myself. And listening or reading comedians talk about comedy is the single most depressing thing you can do. Because nobody knows what we're doing. Like it's just over and over again people saying like, I don't know what's funny. I don't understand why people laugh at me. I just go out there and try. And then like over and over again it was people like, it's best to investigate. Nothing can be lost by gaining knowledge. And then right underneath that is, don't dissect comedy. Comedy is like a frog. If you dissect it, you might learn something, but it dies. It's like, yeah. There's no winning. No winning in comedy. So I've been real depressed.
I'm sorry.
Feel better.
You could touch that
Thank
butt. It might make
You
you feel
could.
better.
Yeah.
There you
I'm
go.
a little better. I'm a little better.
That's what
And
happens.
Jai, I'm going to throw it back down to you and ask you what you playing. You playing anything good?
Yeah, I've been playing actually occasionally, like maybe once a week. I've been playing like Warhammer Total War. Have you ever heard
Mhm.
of that?
Oh, yeah.
It's
Very familiar with
Really
this.
good. I don't have the second one yet, unfortunately, because I have a Mac. But I've been playing the first one, so
That can
that's
play
been
games,
real
Max?
fun.
Yeah, I didn't know they could do any games.
They can do a few select games that are not that great.
Take that, Total War.
I really want to play the second one though.
Yeah.
I saw some YouTube videos about it. It just looks sick.
How old is that game?
It's only like 2 or 3 years old.
Really? Oh.
Because I got it when it came out. But yeah, they have come out with I think 300,000 expansions already for that game.
What? Oh yeah, you're right. They have like all these different races and stuff like that you can play. It's pretty cool. I love that game. It's really cool.
My favorite thing. I'm just gonna talk about Total War now.
Go for it.
I watch a guy called Many a True Nerd on YouTube sometimes, and he's like, I'm not really a big Total War fan, so I probably won't do that many videos of this, but I just want to give it a try. 4 episodes later, I just started an episode, and he's just like, I'm a wizard! Burn enemies!
This and only this from now on.
And that's how
That's how it
I
is, yeah.
immediately downloaded mods so I could get all the cool stuff right
Yeah,
away.
yeah.
Because if I spend $60, I should get a zombie dragon, and it's awesome to have a zombie
It
dragon.
is. It's very cool.
I paid for this. I deserve
I
everything.
deserve a dragon. So I still play Total War, so that's mine.
Oh, really? That's what you've been
Yeah,
playing?
it's fine.
I mean, we have time if you want to talk about a thing you're playing.
I played Axis and Allies.
Yeah?
Yeah, it went the way that it did in the real time that war happened.
Yeah.
Because Japan just would not break history, and I was like, "You can't do the same stuff, bud. We know how this ends."
As a history buff, I know your plan.
And he's like, I'm gonna bomb Pearl Harbor. I was like, "Oh, buddy,
Yeah, see that? If you pay attention in school,
you can win board
you can
games."
win at board games. Who knew? So I'm super excited. I finished The Fractured Butthole. Very perfect timing for this. The
I
new
couldn't
South
think of
Park
any
game.
butt games.
Yeah, The Fractured Butthole. It was phenomenal.
I've
It
heard so
really
many good
is.
things.
Did you play any of the South Park games, Jack?
No, they were big for a while. My friends have, but I never got around to it.
They're
unfortunately.
so good. If you're a fan of South Park, the first game is just so funny. The second one is a more successful game. Like the actual gameplay of like the battle system and things like that is very enjoyable.
I like not Order of the Stick.
Stick of Truth.
Stick of Truth. I thought that was a great game. I like South Park. The game was funny, but I was like, I wish you guys would just make like a regular game. This would be great.
I mean, like, I can't remember the last time I played an RPG where I walked around hoping for random encounters because I enjoyed the battle system that much. Like, there's a unique way to do it, and like.
Tactics, Final Fantasy Tactics was the last time I felt that way.
Yeah, and it's very similar where it's like it's important where you are.
Mm-hmm.
You got to move first and then attack. Like very well done gameplay. And there's a hidden boss. He's not that hidden, so I'm just going to reveal it. You can fight Morgan Freeman.
Ooh.
And Morgan Freeman just wrecks your day. And I was playing it with Laura because Laura wanted to see, and it was a great game to play together. But with Morgan Freeman, I would start playing it before she got home from work, and then hoped that by the time she got home, I would be towards the end of that fight. And many a day, she would walk in and be like, "How's it going?" I was like, "Real good. I'm going to get him this time." Nope. He got me again. What's for dinner? So it's like it had that great like epic hidden boss. It had all the parts that you wanted in a good RPG, and the ending of it is a South Park ending, where it's just kind of like joke over. Like I had no idea that was going to be the end of the game. It was just like, all right, we're done. Oh, all right, credits. Yeah, I highly recommend The Fractured Butthole. It's fantastic, especially if you like butts.
I like butts.
All right, good.
I can totally see that.
So we end all of our podcast. We have 20 minutes left. What happened? I thought we spent so much time talking about butts.
Maybe it's just so nice it felt like forever.
Yeah, I get. It's so nice. So, Jai, this is a question we usually have to skip, but we have a lot of free time, so we'll go for it.
Sure.
What would you say is your biggest nerd out moment? Like maybe you met a celebrity, or you won an intense game of Dungeons and Dragons.
It's definitely Super Smash
Just don't
Brothers
win
Melee.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Definitely. In college, we used to gather all around in the common room, and we just have tournaments for 7 hours.
Yeah.
And
Which
they called me the
Smash?
Emperor, which was pretty cool.
The Emperor?
Yep. That's what, I played Fox and also Sheik. That was my two characters.
Those are pro
Yeah,
choices.
Fox. Oh, you were good.
I'm not like one of those what are they called? Like the dashing you know what
Captain
pros
Falcon.
Do? No, the like the move where you
No.
Oh, the air dash. And,
Yes,
Yeah.
like you cancel all your
Oh,
animations
yeah,
and stuff like
yeah.
that. I
I'm
can't do
not
all
that
that,
good
but I mean I played white people, so I mean
Yeah, my favorite thing to do is to have a lose your guy tournament, which I think I only made Will do with me once, where you get everyone on the roster, but once you lose a match, you can't use them anymore, and you just play until you can't play anymore.
that's cool.
I
like
love doing that. But there's too many characters now.
Yeah.
that. yeah.
What
seriously.
Smash were you playing?
Melee?
That's
my
the right
favorite one.
answer.
Definitely,
Yeah.
yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. Melee is the quintessential one.
Yeah,
I
I like
like
Brawl
Wii U.
because I'm less good at
Yeah.
it, and they brought that skill cap way down to my level.
I want to play as the Duck Hunt dog, so I'm all about the Wii U one. Have you played the new one?
No, I haven't.
It's super good.
Really?
It's fun. Like, it's not Melee
It's
in
not
terms
Melee,
of
probably,
competitiveness, but like
Isn't it just Fire Emblem now?
it's a
You
lot of
just play
Fire
Fire
Emblem.
Emblem.
But I went to it. The last tournament I went to was Wii U, and I showed up and played as Duck Hunt Dog, and I got third place while everyone screamed at me, "I don't know how to fight this guy. Nobody uses him." It's like, nah, I'm just gonna keep throwing frisbees at you. That's my big skill.
That's why I got good with Game & Watch.
Yeah,
People
Game &
weren't
Watch
ready.
is another one that every
Very
once
annoying.
in a while somebody was a Game & Watch guy. You and others, I'm sure.
and Tad.
Yes. It's unfortunate that we can't have Duck Hunt Dog and cosplay pro wrestling.
Yeah, I guess it'd be tough to do. You could have a guy come out and shoot ducks,
That'd be fun.
and then you laugh at him. And then people be like,
Add that to the notebook.
I think they just killed 2 ducks.
Does anybody have a pen? My pen seems to have fallen out of my notebook, and I'm going to need it for the game. Oh, all right, it's game time. We end all of our podcasts with a game. It's time for host versus guest versus audience. This week, I bought a Game Theory shirt, and they gave me a free pin. So since it's free, I thought I'd give it away. It's exclusive. You can't buy that anywhere. No?
Oh,
What?
you had to ask. Remember?
You didn't
Oh,
ask.
nah.
Let me get that. So I will be giving away.
Don't make it gross, Noah.
I'm giving away a pin. What did you bring?
I brought some stickers. Our official Buttress pillow
The
stickers.
official Buttress
They're high
pillow
quality.
stickers. Excellent. So to play host versus guest versus audience, we need an audience member, but they need to bring a prize for us to win, since we brought these amazing prizes. What do you guys have this week? Oh, I see lots of stuff.
Oh, wow.
That is a selfie Gwenpool. And what do we have back there? Is that a Killmonger? No, it's not Killmonger.
Are you just assuming? Are those up, or are we just stealing your things?
Iron Man. I don't
Nice.
know why I said Killmonger. That's way wrong.
Yeah, he's
What was Jeff Bridges'
that's
robot?
Ironmonger.
Ironmonger.
Yeah,
Yeah, I forgot what was being mongered.
there are a lot of mongers.
Yes. Any other takers? Any other takers? All right, Jai, the choice is yours as our guest. Would you like to play for the Gwenpool or the Iron Man?
Iron Man, definitely.
Iron Man. All right, come on up here.
Yours was number 2. Sorry. Number-
Oh, this is comic Mark
I on?
So
Mark
cool.
1. Is this the Mark 1?
yeah, exactly. The first Iron Man.
Right? I
Yeah.
don't know the comics as
Yeah,
well.
that's
Is
Mark
this-
1.
Okay.
Yeah, before he added the red. Introduce yourself, please.
Hi, I'm Ian. Long
Ian.
time.
Yeah, it's been a while since
Yes.
we've seen you. Thanks so much for coming out. I appreciate it.
Good to be back.
And bringing out the Iron Man pop figures. So we're going to play a game. I don't think you've gotten to play this one.
No.
yet. We're going to play a game called Pointless. This is a game that I stole from Grego, that Grego stole from British television, and it works basically like Family Feud in reverse. Are you guys familiar with the site Sporkle?
No.
No. Okay, basically, what I've done is I'm going to ask you a question that has many correct answers. And many people have taken the same quiz. You want to give me the least common correct answer. So, for example, if I were to ask you, name an electric-type Pokemon, if you say Pikachu, that's going to be correct, but a lot of people are going to remember that Pikachu exists. If you said like a Voltorb, chances are there will be less people that say that. So you'll be given points based on the percentage of people that got that question right. I know this is where it gets confusing. Basically, the more people that answer it, the more points it's worth, and the person with the least number of points at the end of the game wins. If you miss the board completely, like if I were again to say Pikachu and you were like Squirtle, you get 100 points. So
Okay.
at the end of the game, whoever has the least number of points will win.
Don't want to do that. Got it.
Also, the chat wants to know how much sawdust you can put into a Rice Krispie treat before people will start to notice.
I have heard this question before, I think.
I don't think much.
Have we
It's-
said this before?
I think that's a very visible thing in a Rice Krispie treat.
I mean, you could put like 60% sawdust into Taco Bell beef and still be the healthiest fast food restaurant.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. That's because it's mostly sawdust.
Yeah, it's healthier than the beef.
Yeah. So I'm sorry I didn't answer your question, but I tried.
8. You could do 8 sawdust.
Exactly 8 salt. 9 too much. 7 not enough. So I looked as much as I could for a butt question for this, and this is the best I could come up with. I also feel like I made the game too hard, so I have some bonus easier questions in case everybody misses the board. In the WWE, Mr. McMahon has a very prestigious club known as the Kiss My Ass Club. This is people who
I
have
see.
kissed Vince McMahon's ass. Tell me someone who has kissed Vince McMahon's ass. If you don't know, I recommend naming a wrestler. Will?
I'm gonna go with Triple H.
Triple H. Triple H. Jai?
The Rock.
The Rock.
That's probably a good
The
answer.
Rock. And Ian?
Ric Flair.
Ric Flair. Ric Flair. All fantastic answers.
All wrestler.
None of which have kissed Vince McMahon's ass.
Has
But at
Stone
least we had
Cold-
wrestlers.
Stone Cold has not either.
That's what I knew. He was part of that like story.
Yeah, we were looking for William Regal, Shawn Michaels, Jim Ross,
Shawn.
Shane McMahon, Mick Foley,
That's
or
his kid.
I know it was terrible.
That's gross.
It was very gross.
That's demeaning.
Mick Foley and Hornswoggle.
Was that just an accident because he's just butt level?
Yeah, it's just.
You
yeah.
just bumped into him. You're in the club.
So we're gonna move, Jai. We're gonna have you answer first. We're just gonna scratch that question because it's tied anyway. I have this is important wording. The first 10 members of the Teen Titans. The first 10 to join the Teen Titans.
Of comic, or this was just
This is comic books.
okay?
We're not talking about Teen Titans Go here.
'Cause there's only 4 people on that show.
Jai, can you name someone who?
Raven.
Raven. Okay.
Is that it?
She is
That-
in the
that is a
show.
Teen
so-
Titan, yes.
yeah, I
Yes.
think I remember.
Ian?
Wonder Girl.
Wonder Girl. William?
Speedy.
Speedy. Speedy is on this list.
Yeah.
That's good for 30 points. It's pretty low. Wonder Girl, a little bit higher with 31 points.
Wow.
31. And Raven was not an original Teen Titan and is not on this list. So unfortunately, that's 100 points. For some reason, the number one answer is Hawk and not Robin, like I thought it would be. And the least known answer on this list is Aqua Girl. I didn't know existed.
Exactly.
So yeah,
Can I ask where Dove is?
Dove is a little bit lower. It would go Wonder Girl, Speedy, Dove, then Guardian, then Lilith, then Aqua Girl.
Okay.
Dove is a teen?
Well, it's Hawk and Dove. So
Oh,
that's why
okay.
I asked
Oh,
me
I
where
got it.
Dove is.
That makes sense.
My brain just shut as soon as you said Hawk. I was like, "That's not Hawkman."
So right now, Will is in the lead with only 30 points. Then Ian with 31, and then
so
Jai got
close.
100 for missing the board. We're going to start with Ian on this one.
Okay.
I have the Academy Awards first started giving out an award for Best Animated Picture in 2001. Give me a film that won Best Animated Picture.
When was Pixar made? Was it 2001? And then they just handed a big
Like,
dollar
here we
sign
go.
bag.
You should be
good Lord.
rewarded.
I don't have any idea. Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph. William?
I'm gonna Toy Story.
Toy Story.
I think that won like best song. That can't be right. Randy
No-
Newman didn't get an
No,
Oscar.
I'm asking for Best Animated Picture, specifically.
Oh, okay. I'll still stand by Toy Story.
Okay, cool. Jai?
Finding Nemo?
Move a little bit closer to that microphone.
Finding Nemo?
There we go. Nemo. Wreck-It Ralph did not win Best Picture.
I am not surprised.
Robbed.
Yeah, unfortunately. Toy Story came out in the 90s.
Damn.
And I said that whole part about 2001.
I don't. It wouldn't. I don't know when Toy Story came out.
And then Finding Nemo is actually number 2 on this list. It's only beaten by Frozen in terms of most known films. So that's good for 80 points. So let me add those scores up. So it's 100 points added to both Will and Ian. 80 points. So bottom answers for that were Spirited Away.
Bottom answers.
Yeah, bottom answers. Exactly. This is why we played this game. Toy Story 3 was on there. Toy Story 3 with 40. Then Spirited Away. Then Rango. I didn't know Rango won Best Animated Picture.
I don't think
neither.
I've
It's a good
seen
movie.
that ever.
It
It's a
just
good
wasn't
movie.
a one.
It's a good movie. I saw that in theaters. Wallace and Gromit. And the bottom answer, Happy Feet. Happy Feet won an Oscar. That Dancing Penguins movie.
Oh, all right.
All right, so I got one
Slim
more question
Pickens.
for you. One more question for you. We'll start with Will. There are many musicals on Broadway.
Mm-hmm.
made by Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Give me one of the Disney Broadway musicals.
I'm gonna go Lion King since
Lion
that's the
King?
only one I could think of.
Okay. Jai.
Aladdin.
Aladdin. Ian.
Frozen.
It
Frozen.
has to have been, right?
Yeah, it's
It was on ice.
It has been on ice.
touche.
That is true.
Oh, it frozen on ice. Oh, well, there you go.
Frozen is not on this list. Did
Again,
you
not
say
surprised.
It just opened. Yeah, so it wasn't on the list yet.
I was so close.
Yeah. So. Sorry. And then Lion King is the number one answer, so that's
That makes
91 points. Aladdin is a little further down on this list. That's only 60 points. John might have made a comeback. We'll have to add this up in a moment. Bottom answers are Aladdin, then Mary Poppins, then Tarzan, and then the absolute bottom answer, Newsies, which I didn't realize was Disney.
Yeah.
Never heard
Huh.
that.
Oh, it's an amazing movie starring Christian Bale.
Christian Bale is in it.
Yeah. It's a musical
With
about
a really nice hat.
Yeah, he's got a cool hat. So I have to add up scores. Ian, would you like to touch this button?
Oh yeah, you want?
I don't know. Would my wife let me touch this butt? This is really awkward.
Yeah, right.
I'm
it's
so
weird. Like,
glad that I'm
get
doing
over-
this. Okay, I think I'm done.
all right.
Come back
I've
to
had
daddy.
enough.
It's too much butt, too much
Yeah.
butt. Doing math as fast as I can.
Math.
All right, so Jai with 240 points, Ian with 231 points, and Will with 121
Wow.
points. So by 10 points, that makes Will the winner. He gets to keep that sticker and that Iron Man.
And this butt.
No, no.
Oh no.
No, it's the prototype.
Never.
It's the prototype. It is the one Buttress.
The Mark
right
One butt.
Yep, the Mark 1.
now. Ian, thank you so much for coming up here and
Thank you
playing
for having me.
and touching the butt,
Okay.
which is like Finding Nemo. It all came around.
You get one boon for touching the butt, I believe.
Jai, we have to get out of here. Anything we'd like to plug?
No, just watch out for our release in the summertime.
Like that whole thing.
What a whole
That
butt.
whole.
I have done
The whole
all the
butt.
plugging that I could, and
Do you have a Twitter?
God, throw up.
you guys know you want it. That's it. That's all I have to say.
Do you have a Twitter?
No, I have a Facebook, and
There is 100% a Buttress pillow Twitter.
yes, that's mine actually, but I never use it. It's like embarrassing if you people
You have a
go on
Twitter?
there.
No,
It's not like
but that's my Twitter.
find us on Facebook, thebuttrusspillow.com.
So that's fine, but having it on Twitter is embarrassing?
I mean, I don't know what to tweet sometimes. I feel like people expect you to tweet. and stuff
If you
like
have
that.
a Twitter,
Yeah, that's what you use it for.
you just gotta be like making more butts, guys. They're
You're right,
coming.
but I what do I do? Say that every like.
Know what I recommend? Hey, gonna be on a podcast.
Yeah. And you did a radio show. You
Yeah.
can talk about that stuff.
Here's a link to that podcast. You should listen to it. I
I'll
talk
do
about
that
butts on it.
tonight. Maybe it'll revive my Twitter from death.
Exactly. Yes. Bring your Twitter back to life and talk about how great this.
I've been
experience
atting you
was.
all day,
will.
dog.
All I do is at you. William, anything you would like to add?
No, I'm just gonna get out of here and sip that good kush.
It's such an uncomfortable noise.
It is. It is.
Guys, be sure to give us 5 stars on iTunes, 5 stars on Stitcher. Vote for us on podcastland.com. Make us the podcast of the month. You can also check us out on Spotify, Wildfire Radio. If you're on YouTube, you can like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to join us on Twitch, we're +2 Comedy. You can watch live and ask us weird questions about Rice Krispie treats if you really want to. Upcoming shows include, if you want to come see us live here at Gamers Vault, next week. Oh, come on, load. Next week, we have the creator of the visual novel Betrayals, Shanna Kishmeyer, will be on the show. Or Kirschmeyer, excuse me. Then on the 19th, we have the High Note Humor champion, James Hancock III. Then on the 26th, we're canceled because Avengers. Come on. And then on the 3rd of May, we'll have Heel on the Press Comics. It's going to be a fantastic show. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to Net Neutrality for continuing to exist and make this show possible. This is the Plus 2 Comedy Podcast. Thank you guys so much.